Hey guys, I'm Melissa and welcome back to my channel. So I wasn't planning on filming a video today, but I read a really good question that I got on Instagram and I thought I would just answer it in a quick little vlog. So the question was basically, how do I deal with rude people in my day-to-day life? And the person who asked the question said that they always wanted to ask these positivity YouTubers that question, and I guess I fall into that category. And I thought it was a really good question because no matter how positive I may be or how deliberate I am with my thoughts and my words and, focused on being a kind person, there is real life and real life scenarios and times where someone unexpectedly says something that catches me off guard or that seems rude to me. And since my channel is all about living your best life, I thought I would share with you some real life examples of how I deal with different situations. So if someone says something rude to me or just maybe seems very harsh and annoyed with me, how I tend to handle it, well, first of all, I keep in mind that 99% of the time people are acting out of what's going on in their own minds. They're focused on their own lives. They're not particularly focused on you. And not that that's an excuse for bad behavior, but I just kind of keep that in mind that, people are going through their own situations in their own lives. And they might be at a grocery store telling me rudely to move, get out of the way. And I usually don't get too flustered at things like that. I can usually brush things like that off if there's a salesperson at a store who's being kind of rude, or I can just tell they're annoyed or they're sounding like they're annoyed at me. Usually I can brush it off. However, I much prefer to say something than hold in feelings of anger. Once I've done that, if the person is still angry and huffing and puffing and wants to say mean things, that's when I really just remove myself from the situation, because you can kind of tell, when I used to work at a travel agency, I managed a travel agency in Vancouver. There were times where you could just see that someone was being argumentative, and it's almost like they actually wanted to get out their frustration. They almost wanted you to take the bait so that you would engage in, an argument or a debate with them. And those are the times where slowing down is key and not being reactive. So just taking your time and just thinking, is this worth it? Do I really want to engage in this type of a conversation right now? And I want to say that I'm a big believer in standing your ground and standing up for yourself. Being about positivity is one thing, but I'm also not about putting yourself in a situation where you are feeling either like you're being mistreated or like someone is verbally abusive to you. No. There is nothing wrong with standing up for yourself. In fact, standing up for yourself is actually an act of self-love. So if you have to say, excuse me, please don't speak to me that way, then remove yourself from the situation, that's usually how I handle it as well. How about you? I'd actually like to hear in the comment section from you guys. How do you handle it when you're trying to focus on being a positive person? You have this intention of being kind and treating everyone with respect, and then maybe seemingly out of the blue, you encounter someone either on the road or in a store, maybe at your job, who just seems intent on conflict and wanting to get you to engage in that kind of an argument. How do you handle it? For me personally, when it's someone that I don't know, I find that there's less emotions attached, so it's easier for me to not take it personally. It's different when it's someone you know. If someone you know and you love is, upset at you and, angry, of course that brings up a lot more feelings. But when it's someone at a store who is just angry and maybe says something rude to me, I can usually just try to let that slide. And same goes with the YouTube comments. Luckily, now, especially these days, I'm really good at just letting things slide off my back. If people make a comment that they don't like something about my channel or about me, that's okay. Alright, well, thanks for your questions. I want to do more videos like this. I kind of like just picking up my camera when I'm, inspired to share something with you guys, and I'll probably do some more of them. What do you think? Alright, well, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.